Hello everyone, this is Tony Mills, Soul Whisperer of Energetic Wisdom. Today I want to talk about attracting your divine partner, and I have a little bit from Facebook that I thought was quite interesting. I was going to put that at the end. I'm going to tell you now what this is, because it kind of gives us the whole gist of things. Is that with Meghan and Harry, which is in the news at the moment, they've just taught a whole generation of little girls and boys that being a prince and princess is overrated. Money and fame does not bring happiness. You should get out of any toxic situations and stand up for yourself. So just in that little paragraph, I thought that was very interesting, because I think I came in originally to relationships with a Leo, heart on my sleeve, in love with love. Unfortunately, reality catches up with us. And what we have is we have our history and the partner's history. We call this baggage. But we can't miss this. It'll keep on pursuing until we deal with it in some way or other. And we forget how much our history dictates how we attract our divine partner. Because you may be looking for a solution in that partner. So if we've had a history of abuse, humiliation, abandonment, rejection, betrayal, all those things, we can tuck them away, but they start seeping into our present lives. And this is so important. You know, it's very nice to see this attracting your divine partner, but it's actually the secret is letting go of all the stuff we no longer need, that we live by, that we've carried down from our parents. We've felt their feelings, whether it's sadness, anger, resentment, or whatever. But then we carry these and we have to deal with them. And if we don't deal with them, perhaps our children may have to deal with them. And this is why it's so important. So, you know, people say, oh, you know, this is my soulmate. But I wonder if the soulmate is the one who's helped us grow, who's has challenged us. I mean, if you're both exactly the same, should we do this? Yeah, should we do this? You agree with everything. You're not growing. You're not growing. So we've got to realize that. And one of the disadvantages, especially with men, I just wish I'd communicated more in the past. You know, I've been really not amazing at communicating, not just partners, but a whole family. And it's saying what you feel can release so much. And being a man, that makes it much worse, because we're not supposed to show our feelings and express our feelings. And so, you know, a woman will look for a man in strength and stability and feeling safe. But that's the other side, is that communicating and expressing the feelings. And that's the problem. So we've got to look at our history first, and to see what we want from this partner. You maybe want something to balance it out, and very often it ends up reflecting, they end up reflecting us. So, you know, although the past can't be changed, we can address those feelings that we've avoided. So that's also empowering us, whoever we're with. If we've got a need for someone else, that's not appropriate. If you want to be with someone, if they want to be with you, that is great. But the need has to be let go. The need feeds our problems that we've inherited from the past. To look for a man for security and safety, because you don't feel very secure and safe. And with a woman, it's feeling loved and nurtured, because you haven't been loved and nurtured. And that is where we can bring these things together. And communication is an amazing thing. This is to do with the throat chakra, and anything. There's a lot of people with throat problems coming up now, cough, trying to bring it up. It's actually, this is whole time in which all this stuff is beginning to come up in a big way. Loads of people with coughs, loads of people with laryngitis, loads of people with throat problems, because the soul knows this has to come out, and we have to say what we feel, and this is the way to attract a divine partners, to speak your truth. And for men, it unfortunately it shows as weakness, but it's not. It's a strength in man to show some emotion and some feeling, and to say what you feel. And I've been there, you know, and I still have perhaps aspects of this in me. If you ask Annie, my wife, she may agree there. But this is where we need to go. So we could by the person that gives us a lot of problems is just reflecting something in us. You'll see if you've had more than one partner, if they keep on saying this a similar thing about you, there's a big clue there, I think, you know. And right, we may not be aggressive, but are we passive aggressive, which can be just as bad? It just makes those who are aggressive more aggressive. So we've got, this is what I'm saying, is that, you know, I've seen these, you'll see these amazing weddings with, you know, fortune paid, and you can have a registry office, and it doesn't mean they're going to be any happier. Actually, they may be more disappointed because of the build-up, and it goes back to fairy tales. You know, that was a problem, I feel. You know, the prince marries the princess and lives happily ever after. So there's an expectation there. Now, Shrek is much better, okay? And it's this goes wrong and that goes wrong. And if they come into a marriage prepared to understand that, there's much more opportunity for growth and happiness, actually, and contentment, when you're prepared to work on something, work on yourselves, and share things. Now, you might also, your marriage may not be going right, and you see this person who looks amazing, okay? You know, all of a sudden they've got all the qualities that you like. They do the same things as you. Now, there is a danger there, because you know where you try to avoid someone and you go around the wall and they're there again? Well, you'll find that you take your stuff with you. Okay, so you're going to bring something out, or to create something in that person to bring it out again. That is the thing. We cannot escape this. Okay, and it sounds very much like, here we are attracting a divine partner, and I don't hope I'm not sounding like a damper, but what we want to do is to bring back your power, your value in life, wherever you go, and whoever you're with. You want to be in your own power, your own value, loving yourself. That is where we need to go, all of us, okay? And if there's any of that not working, if we can't blame the partner for that, we blame ourselves for creating this partner, okay? Now, if it's very toxic and abusive, okay, then you don't need to be there. You really don't. I've been there, and I just had to leave. And that's your value when you don't need it anymore. So anything like that, if it's constant arguments and things like that, we've got to look at this. Where's it coming from? Have I created it? You know, which side is it coming from? But we've always created this person. We're like producers and directors of a film, okay? And so this is our film. By changing ourselves, the film alters. Either the person alters, the person leaves, or you leave. But you want to go to a place where you get on together. You can discuss things, you can talk and communicate. I think this is one of the keys of a divine partner, is to communicate, say what you feel. And it is harder for men, because it's built in, you know, like a program. Actually, we're all living programs. The true you is actually quite amazing, an amazing person. If we can let go of these programs, which are like viruses in a computer, inherited down from our parents, even our ancestors, then amazing things can happen. Okay, and that is where, you know, I go. This is how I work, you know. And when the people see me, my whole purpose is to bring back your power, to give you back your power. So it doesn't matter where you are. I mean, you don't want to be sitting with a partner facing each other all the time. But if you're sitting next to each other, okay, feeling comfortable and looking towards that sunset, that's where you're going to be. That's the divine partner. Knowing you're with someone and it feels good and you feel relaxed with them. That's the divine situation. Not, you don't need the need is, if you any need with your partner is not appropriate. Wanting is great. Okay, that's the difference. So that's just a few words. This is my point of view, really. It's just that you're valuable people out there, and that you are loved. And when you get to realize that you're loved, it makes such a difference. You start attracting a different person, different situation. Okay, nice talking to you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, we'll talk again. Bye.